Kelly
and Bree.
The tag team duo that we are wonderful. Today we are going to talk about, because it's the 14th, we're going to talk about it's National Pickle Day.
Pickles.
I love pickles. Oh, Chris thinks I'm crazy because I have a huge jar of pickles at home. I love my pickles. Okay, but we need to get into it. We're going to talk about pickle facts. This may have absolutely zero to do with stones, but we'll get into crystals and stuff in a little bit. So, I thought you guys might want to know a few fun facts about pickles. So we're going to go with number 1. America was named after a pickle peddler. Now that's a tongue twister. A pickle peddler that came with Columbus on his infamous voyage.
You're talking about Amerigo
Vespucci.
There we go. I always get the last name.
Amerigo Vespucci. Amerigo.
Well, he sold the pickles in Spain and stocked Columbus's ship with them to prevent the scurvy.
Now see, people were smart. Some people were smart to prevent the scurvy. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would have really done well on this ship because I could eat a ton of pickles and be happy.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Fact number 2. Americans eat a lot of them.
Yes, we do. On average, we eat about 2.5 billion pounds.
2.5 billion?
Yeah, 2.5 billion pounds of pickles. Roughly about 9 pounds per person a year.
That's awesome.
I think I'm on the higher end.
I am definitely on the higher end. I guess the people who eat, the dill or the gherkin ones probably don't eat as many. So are you a dill or gherkin girl?
I'm a dill girl.
I'm definitely a dill girl. Now Chris, on the other hand, he's a gherkin. He has to have them sweet. Every once in a while I'll have a gherkin. Okay, I like the sweet ones too. And you have to have your relish, like with your tuna, your potato salad, stuff like that. But give me a good dill pickle.
Yep.
Oh, it's sinful. Number 3 fact. Mason jars were invented for pickling. So I guess they said that the mason jars, the guy that did the first mason jars had to have a thicker glass basically to handle the heat that had to go in it to help actually do the sealing. So he made these mason jars, and then Ball and what's the other big maker of mason jars? There's 2 big ones.
I think a
Ball canning jars, things like that. They are the big ones out there, or there's a couple big ones. They kind of carried on that tradition. So they were invented for pickling. Now, number 4, Shakespeare is credited with coining the term in a pickle.
Yeah, did you know that the phrase in a pickle relates to being in a bad situation? Originally, it was a Dutch term, but Shakespeare, like you said, used it in The Tempest.
So, Shakespeare got credit even though it wasn't even his work. And the 5th fact that I have, drink pickle juice to enhance your body's performance.
Yeah, the brine, it's filled with loads of sodium. So, you kind of have to watch that if you have high blood pressure. But it really helps you retain, your fluids and that you would lose through exercise. And did you know that it also helps with acid reflux?
Does it really?
Yeah, they said heartburn.
I wouldn't guess that, with the dills especially. That kind of surprises me.
I wouldn't either, but, maybe I need to eat even more pickles.
Instead of my medicine, maybe that would be...
Or maybe it's the gherkin ones. We'll have to find out,
Well,
guys.
we will check into that. I happen to use pickle juice for leg cramps. Have you ever done that? When you get Charlie horses, you take a big old swig of pickle juice, and it's almost an instantaneous effect of releasing your leg cramps. It's really cool. So, for National Pickle Day, go enjoy yourself a big deal, because it's kind of a big deal. All right. I have more.
We do have more.
I'm going to talk about topaz. And the reason is I want to incorporate a little bit about stones today. Topaz is the main birthstone for November. Now, it comes in many forms. So it was originally thought to come in only yellow, which we have in this poison ring. And you'd have to kind of zoom in to maybe see this because I might be able to get Rachel to hold it up closer to the camera, but no, I'm not.
We'll do
Just
some
show it.
zoom ins.
Yeah, we'll show some zoom ins. Yellow topaz. Ancient Romans associated it with solar and fire energies. So I thought that was kind of cool. And they also believed it was a truth-telling stone. It was rumored to change color in the presence of deception or poison, which is kind of interesting that it's on a poison ring right now. I think that's kind of different. Now, I know in the show Outlander, they talked about yellow topaz in one part of it because Claire actually took some of this with her because somebody was trying to kill her. And so they talked about her wearing the topaz and it changed colors so it kept her from ingesting the poison, and somebody else did it instead. But I think that's kind of cool. Now it does come in many other colors. It comes in clear blue, which I have here, which is a really gorgeous blue topaz ring, light blue. Pink, orange, imperial, which I'm not quite sure, yellow, and then a champagne brown. So there's lots of different colors of topaz, and it's all based on the crystal form. But I guess where they found it within Rome, they thought that was what it was. It was just the yellow. Greeks believed it enhanced the strength, and the wearer, it made them invisible in battle. So if they wore the yellow topaz, that literally if they had it on in battle, that their enemies could not see them. Really? I mean,
yeah,
it's a crystal. Okay, we're just gonna let it go with that. I imagine a lot of people died because they thought that this was an invisibility stone, but they lived in the land of Harry Potter way back then. So again, birthstones, if you like your topaz, we do have blue and we have some yellow. Most of the stuff we have in is the light blue. So you can always ask. I can probably get yellow topaz for you. So I think that is all we have for today. So
until next
time, Nuggets, may the quartz be with you.